The statements, questions, and viewpoints expressed in this commentary are those of the individual speaker and not of our beloved sorority. Yes. So the next one about relationships says, I am a straight female who wants to be an Instagram model for males and females while maintaining my relationship. What advice can you give me?
You know what, and the because you sent this one to us, and I had to think about it. I really had to think about it.
Wants to be an Instagram model, but maintain her relationship. Well, first of all, they both need to be secure. He need to be secure within himself. And see this. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm putting it to you like this. Relationships, if people look at relationships like a freeway, right? You see the freeway, cars constantly going. So think about it as far as relationships and dating. You can get off at an exit that you think is right for you. But you can get off of that exit and be like, I'm in the wrong place. You can look at that as far as a relationship. So he got to be secure. And that got to be an exit that he's willing to get off on and deal with her and go down that path, because that's going to be a lot of attention. Maybe endorsements can come out of it, you know, whatever her business plan is with doing it. I mean, I say go for it. As long as your man is secure within himself and y'all it's secure within your relationship and y'all have had that understanding and that conversation of where this is going to go. Because if they haven't, then girl, you might as well just going to be single. That's the case, because he ain't gonna be able to take it. And you better know how to handle that type of attention too. Because if you don't know how to handle that type of attention, you're just gonna lead you down the path of being a Tatiana. You know what I'm saying? We don't need you out there like that, girl. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm just saying, you know, Tatiana. I mean, I'm just saying, gonna be hot. I mean, I'm just saying, some women are not used to that type of attention. That's like a woman that's like 500 pounds and she lost all this weight and got all this surgery, and now look at her, you know, she's walking around looking like Kim K or something. I mean, I don't know. You know, look at the massive attention that she's going to get, and if she don't know how to handle that within herself, I mean, that could lead to problems if she's in a relationship. So, I mean, I don't know, but you know.
Laura Clifton, what do you have to say?
Well, you know, my first question is why do you want to be an Instagram model? That's number one. Yes, there are, you know, it can be lucrative, but for a very select amount of women or men, but you know, because there are Instagram models that were men and everything like that. So number one, why do you want to do this, and do you have a business plan? If you're working on a business going here, then okay, he better be your manager. He better be your manager, because at that point in time you're doing this together. You know you want your relationship to thrive and everything. And I'm not saying that she can't do it by herself. She probably can do it by herself. But if you're already in a relationship and you're turning around and you say, you know what, babe, I think I want to be an Instagram model. How much money are you expecting to pay this? Now, if you just want to be out there just to be out there, you need to rethink it. You really need to rethink it. You know, there are people who just want the attention, and that's something you go to therapy about. Why is it that you are craving this all this attention over your body, over your body, and especially a body that you have already made a commitment to somebody else. Okay. So if it's a business, you got a business plan and you got prospects that's going to bring money in, better make him your manager and go on about it. But when it gets to the point where you are uncomfortable, and this is the thing, a lot of people sitting up there talking about, you know, the Instagram model is on the same page for me as I want to be a rapper for a man. You know, yeah, you're not supporting my rap career and everything like that. Oh, baby, I'm not. Man, come here, baby, where the money at? You ain't produced nothing. You ain't brought in no porn for nothing. You ain't set a date to go out there, but you sitting up here, you got a rap career, you know? And I see the Instagram model on the same page. Very few people who go into these careers actually make a go out of it?
Sora St. Pierre, we need to hear from you.
All right. Well, my question is, will you be okay if he was an Instagram model?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is that sometimes we want to do things and we don't think about our significant others. Would you be okay with that? I don't believe in doing anything in a relationship that I wouldn't want done to me. You know, would you be able to handle him getting a whole lot of attention, him putting all your goods on display? Would you be okay with that? You know, how would you feel if some young ladies all in his DM and they're, wanting to get in contact with him and want to meet him and, want to, meet him in person or something like that? Would you be okay? I do know that men handle things differently. Men are more egotistical. We are more emotional. Okay, so we make decisions and we think that's, as a woman, we think that that's something that we really want to do. But are we okay with all that, what it comes with? That's what I'm trying to get at. And how would your man handle that? Being an egotistical person that men can be, how would they handle that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's important to understand and get understanding as to what it will look like as an Instagram model. So that's my take.
Or an influencer. And anything. Because as we see, you put yourself out there, you got to kind of, watch what you do in different things. But I don't know. It's really interesting. How many more questions we got?
So we got a couple more. So
I'm just saying we might have to do a part 2 because this is really, it's really, really interesting. And we started at 7, and I know there's a lot of questions.
Oh yes. So Paige, I'm so glad you brought up the time. So we can wrap this up. We will do a part 2, and we will talk about the business questions and the friendship questions. So I'm glad you did bring that up. That it is getting late. Yes, because tomorrow is Monday. But we do have questions steady popping in, more relationship questions than anything. So we will conclude this for tonight, and we will do a part 2 on relationships. So I thank y'all so much for your time, for your attention, for your information. I'm sure this information that we've shared with each other as well as with our followers will help them with some of the choices and decisions and questions that they have made. So, ladies, do y'all have anything that you would like to say before we say good night?
This has been fun.
Yes, it has been.
Anybody out there need any health and wellness coaching, just let me know. I'm a distributor for Herbalife. Follow my business page, Everyday Body Won't Make Itself, on IG. That's my tag. You know what I'm saying? DM me if you have any questions. Please make it professional, because I'm not with the shits. I'm just being real. But other than that, this has been really interesting. I can't wait till we dive into more questions and get these answers. It's been nice.
All right. So St. Pierre, do you have any closing words for us for tonight? Until next time when we pick up on relationships.
What I would say is thank you so much, the Sorors. I had a lovely time with you all. For all those who are struggling with relationships, I would say if you and your spouse or your significant other are having troubles with connecting, I strongly advise you to get a third party, like a therapist, to help you through those issues. Continue to work on yourself, be honest in your relationship, and take one day at a time.
That's
all right. So we're Clifton, any closing remarks?
Not really. If you have any questions about, being single and, being the single one while your friends and everything are in relationships, post those too, ask those. Because not all of us are in relationships.
All right. So I do want to say thanks again, ladies. We will pick up on a part 2. And until next time, thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Sunday.